I want to be able to sell a product. I'll use Stripe to accept payments. First, I need to install Stripe. So open Terminal and type pip install Stripe. I need to create a new app. To do this, type python manage.py start app, and I'll call this app checkout. Run your local server. Go to stripe.com and sign up for a new account. Once you're signed up and logged in, you'll be redirected to a page that looks like this. This is Stripe's main dashboard. From here, I'll be able to manage everything to do with my Stripe payments. To collect credit cards and take payments, I need a form. Click on Documentation. From the left panel, hit Custom Forms. Then go back into your settings.py file, and under Installed Apps, install Stripe. Just like this, with a comma at the end. I'm going to work on my checkout app. I'm going to make a new view. Open checkout views.py, then open profiles views.py, and copy the profile view, everything from line 14 to 19, and paste that into the checkout app views.py page. Then copy login required decorator, this import statement, and paste the login required decorator import statement into checkout views.py. And then I'll change this view to be called checkout, and I won't need the user right now, so the context could be blank. And the template will be called checkout.html. I need to create this checkout.html template. So create a new file and save it as checkout.html. Oops. I'll save that in the templates folder as checkout.html. Open under static templates, open profile.html and copy everything and paste it into checkout.html. Delete user.username, user.email. Save checkout.html. I need to make a URL for the checkout page. So open urls.py, copy the contact URL, paste it below, and this will be at /checkout. So now when a user goes to /checkout, a request will be sent to this checkout view. So to do that, this needs to go to the app checkout, views, and then the view is called checkout, and I'll name it checkout. Okay, great. Save urls.py. Open Chrome, make sure your server is running. Go to your project's homepage, and then log out. I'm just going to test this checkout view and make sure this @login required decorator is working. So from your homepage, once you're logged out, go to /checkout. Since I'm logged out, I'm redirected to the sign in page. So if I sign in, I'm redirected to the checkout page. The checkout page is blank right now. Go back to Stripe's documentation. And again, you get there from your dashboard like this. Custom forms. And then copy this form. Go to checkout.html. And between block content and block, paste in the form. Go back to Stripe's documentation and scroll down to step 1, collecting credit card information. Copy the script tag that has Stripe's JavaScript in it. Open base.html, scroll down to the bottom, and I'll just paste this in on line 56. And then I'm going to add a new block right above this closing body tag, and I'll call this block script. Then, of course, I need to end this block. So, end block. Copy a blocked script. Open checkout.html. Then, right above block content, I'll put block script. And I also need to end this block too. So end block. Go back to Stripe's documentation and scroll down to this script tag, copy it. This has Stripe set publishable key, and this is actually my real publishable key. That's the cool part about Stripe. It saves you from a lot of copy and pasting. I'll just quickly show you where you change this API key. If you go to your dashboard, hit Account Settings, go to API Keys, and click on these arrows. You could roll over any of these API keys. Stripe has two states. They have a test state and a live state, and you'll use these different sets of API keys when you cross over. But for now, just keep it in test, and we'll be using our test API keys de facto. So make sure you've copied that. Go back to checkout.html and paste it in. And now stripe.setPublishableKey will come through base.html in block script right there. Great. Go to this URL right here, templates, djangoproject.com, templates/API, then scroll down to django.core context_processor.csrf and click that like I did. And I'm just going to copy this. Just finishing up setting Stripe. And this needs to go into template context processors. So have it just like that. CSRF stands for Cross-Site Reference Forgery. It prevents other sites from submitting my site's forms. Don't worry too much about it. Just make sure it's here for security. So save settings.py. Go back to your checkout page and refresh. And now I have this credit card form from Stripe. Great. Click Submit Payment. And I see this error message, CSRF verification failed. I know to fix this. Go back into checkout.html, and on line 14, next to your form, open up two curly brackets, a set of curly brackets, %%, and then put CSRF_token. And I'll fix that error message. Before I test this out again, I want to add some Bootstrap classes to this form, and I also want to center this form inside of a row. So I'll start by setting this form in a row. Right under block content, create a new div, and then close it below this form. And then inside this div, I'll make a class, and I'll have the class will equal row. Copy that div. I'll just paste it below. And then I also need to close that div. Just like that. I'll just tab that in so it's a little easier to know what goes with the what. And this will have class column small 4, and then I'll center this form by giving it column small offset 4. Because remember, there's 12 columns in every Bootstrap row. So now this form should be centered right in the middle. Now I'm going to add some Bootstrap classes to this form. So I'll do it right in this form tag. Put class equals to form. And that's a Bootstrap class. And then also for this number input tag, I'll put class equals form-control. And that's another Bootstrap class. And then for the button, I'll put class equals btn-success. And again, this is all at Bootstrap's documentation if you don't remember. So save checkout.html, go back to your checkout page and refresh. Okay, great. This form looks much better and it's centered. Hit the submit button. Nothing happens. Go back to Stripe's documentation. Scroll down to step 2, create a single-use token. I need to create a single-use token. So copy this entire jQuery function. Open checkout.html. Between block script and block content, I'll add a new block. And I'll call this block jQuery. And then I need to end this block. And I'll paste in that jQuery in between block jQuery and block. Save checkout.html. I need to load this block of jQuery into base.html. So at the below block script, make another script tag. And I'll close this script tag. And in between this, I'll load this block of jQuery. So type $, document, .ready, function, then empty brackets, open up some curly brackets, and then I'll load this block of jQuery. So type curly brackets, %, block jQuery, and then end the block. And then I need to just close this up. I'll actually just, this bracket shouldn't be up there. Should be down here next to this curly bracket. And then I need the semicolon, just like that. Don't worry too much about this jQuery. Just know that this is loading the jQuery which Stripe needs to work. Is loading it from here, from this block, into base.html here. Go back to Stripe's documentation and scroll down to step 3, sending the form to your server. Copy all of this code, open checkout.html, and delete this comment down here and paste it in. Save checkout.html, refresh your checkout page, hit submit. I get a prompt saying the card is invalid. Stripe's test card number is 4242 4 times. So I'll put that in. And then you could put in any 3-digit CVC number. So I'll just put in 123. Then any valid date in the future. Hit submit payment. Nothing happens. Before Stripe will take my payment, I need to set up a few more things. In the next tutorial, I will continue to set up Stripe. See you there.